Good morning, everyone. I'm off on another chilly morning. Got a puffy on. I don't usually hike in a puffy, but I'm slack packing today, so I don't mind if it gets sweaty because I'll be able to dry off at the end of the day. So look at this beautiful little miniature little waterfall, a little pool. I bet on a nice hot day that would be refreshing. And I got a cute little bridge to cross. Yeah, Bruce dropped me off at Spivey Gap, and that's a scary ride up here. Very narrow roads, very steep drop-offs, climbing up the mountain, these mountain roads. They're just incredible. Boy, mountain people are a different type of breed. So I thought Mainers were tough, but mountain people, I think you've got it all over us Mainers. This may look like the same wild wilderness little valley view, but it's different in the fact that it's all evergreen trees. Very pretty. It's nice to see the green. And let's listen to the birds for a minute. Oh, they're so pretty. Wow. Look at the size of this pine. Holy cow. I don't know if we can show. I don't know if I can get a good look. That's my pole. It's a lot wider diameter than the length of my pole. Holy cow, she's a beauty. Her time came to an end. Wow, just amazing. So this is something I've been meaning to show for a while. I just keep forgetting or haven't wanted to stop to show, but I will today. As we're hiking, our pole collects with leaves, and that one's pretty full. And it can get annoying because when they're wet and soggy, it can get kind of heavy, and as you're striding, it can be kind of heavy and pull your stride off, or at least for me anyways. So I'm constantly going like this to clean my pole. Just another little thing you don't think of needing to do when you're out for a hike. After last night's and Saturday's rain, all these tributaries are flowing nicely, which is good for us hikers. So water supply should be good for the next few days. It's so pretty. Our little cascades and then falling down branches. There's beauty in that. Nobody's here at nobody's business. I'm sure anyone that did spend the night here got up early and headed to town. It's only 6 miles to Irwin. And but this is a beautiful shelter area. That's a nice shelter too, all cinder blocks, all closed in well. Lots of flat area. Lots of tenting space. So I'm taking a quick break and gonna head on into Irwin myself and get done early. Might have to hang out and wait for my ride in Irwin, but at least I'll be able to see some other hikers and check out Uncle Johnny's. Then another rhododendron tunnel. This is why they call the Appalachian Trail the Green Tunnel, because lots of times you are in a green tunnel, and even still it's bare right now in most places. Once the leaves pop out, the trail is shaded the majority of the time. But these rhododendron tunnels are so cool. And today's hike has been fast, easy, and light. This is quite enjoyable and cool. It's kind of like perfect hiking weather. When you stop, you got to put a light jacket on. There's absolutely no wind, so you're not freezing. But hiking, barely sweating because it's cool. I think it's only about 37 degrees. Could be slightly less than that. But there's zero wind, so it's actually lovely out here. There's another mountainside destroyed by Helene. I'm 4 miles out from Irwin. Way down there, right there at the tip of my finger, is Irwin. Right at the base of so in that little notch right there, and before that big hump right there. Irwin is nestled in there. I love dandelion seedlings. Just started going uphill, so I'm huffing and puffing, so I don't know if I can blow this and make a wish, but we will try. Got my last little tiny climb of the day before descending, the long descent into Irwin. So let's go. My wish, just so only I know what it is. There go my wishes. So you can't see through the trees and everything. Down there's Irwin. Even if I zoom in, you can't really make anything out. 1.7 miles. And the switchbacks will begin. I think one time I counted 17 switchbacks to get down in 1.7 miles. So I'm gonna count it again and see how close I was the first time I counted it. See you in a bit. So I'm done the switchbacks. I counted 16 this time. So this is, Irwin was hit pretty hard by Helene. And here's the Nolichucky River that took out a bridge. So usually there was a bridge right across right there where that stop sign is. 100 yards or so. Then we go off into the woods on the other side of the river. But because there's no bridge here now, there is a 3.5 mile road walk you gotta do. I'll probably skip that. Bruce is gonna pick me up here at Uncle Johnny's, and I'll probably just continue the next day over there by that church instead of doing the 3.5 mile road walk. And here I am at Uncle Johnny's at 11:20. It took me 5 hours to do 11.5 miles. Pretty proud of myself, even if I am slackbacking. So that used to be a bridge right over there where the AT crossed, and then goes up in the woods up there on the right. The Nolichucky River did some really terrible damage here in Irwin. It's a nice place to wait for Bruce. Come pick me up. There's Uncle Johnny's. He's rebuilt. Looks pretty nice. He's got some bunk rooms here. I think there was a door open. I think there was 2 bunks in each one of those little rooms, which is kind of nice. And he still has the outback. I'm just gonna hang out here and wait for Bruce.